Hi, we are Anna and Travis. In this video, we are going to share with you 5 unique things to see and do in Sardinia, Italy. The last one really surprised us. Visit a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Dotted around Sardinia are around 7,000 tower-like structures dating back to the Bronze Age, known as Nuraxi. The most complete example of this form of prehistoric architecture is the World Heritage Site in Barumini.
So sure it was an important construction.
There's so many distractions on our tour. First a kid was climbing on the ruins, and now our guide has left us to check who the owner of the drone is. You were saying it's illegal to fly above archaeological sites?
Yeah, it is. So
she's literally like the other side of the...
So she's somewhere there. Wow, it's pretty steep.
Yeah. Mysteriously, to this day, no one really knows the exact purpose of these sites, but they were likely used as defense structures or status symbols. Hiking options in Sardinia are vast and varied. Our first hike was to the top of Mount Arcuentu in the east of Sardinia. This walk takes about 2.5 hours in total to the peak and back.
So just some interesting facts about Monte Arcuente. First of all, it's 785 meters high in elevation. And Arcuente, or Arcu, or Asu, in Sardinian means arc. And if you look closely at the mountain, you can see there's a slight arcish shape.
I'm standing in the house where a man used to live for 25 years, all alone in solitude. Lorenzo used to live here until 2000. I think we're just around the corner. We're so close.
I hope so, because I'm quite tired.
You can see all along the east coast. At the starting point, we reunited with our new friend. Give him a little cuddle from us if you go.
You want to mop?
Want to enjoy the best of both worlds? Then hike to this award-winning beach where you are rewarded with crystal clear water at the bottom. We made a complete video about this hike, including everything you need to know. We recommend checking it out before you go. Another rugged hiking area is found near Tiscali. Hiking to the Fessura di Tiscali, for example, offers incredible views. But this hike is definitely tougher than the other 2 hikes we made, so make sure to come well prepared.
For such small legs, you walk really fast.
I'm trained from a young age.
Yeah.
Thanks to our parents. I guess the hands and feet part starts over here.
Yeah, it's getting a bit more difficult. This is the path getting up. And we need to be somewhere up here.
Yeah, up there I see some red signs. And people have been here. There's some orange peels. Oh, okay. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
This is pretty cool. Just don't drop any stones on me.
Oh yeah. I'll try not to. Oh my gosh. Not
What?
great if you have claustrophobia.
We're literally wedged between 2 mountains.
Yeah.
Okay. I made it.
Next to beautiful nature, carve out some time to visit Sardinia's picturesque mountain towns. In the province of Ogliastra, we visited two small, charming towns called Jersu and Ulassai. Jersu is actually another centenarian town, and we can already see why.
Yeah, you've got a lot of elderly people around.
Yeah. There are beautiful views everywhere you look, though. So Jersu is actually famous for its Canonau wine, which is a red wine produced in this region. And they even have a wine festival early August to celebrate the wine, and they go through the streets with the old carts that they use to harvest the grapes, and people dress in traditional clothing, and there's samples of wine and food, and I think we have to come back. We are heading up to the top of Jersu.
I now know why there are so many centenarians here. It's because of all the stairs. It's a good workout.
How's the view from here?
Yeah, the view from here is much better. So you get a pretty good view down from the square, but if you climb up the stairs, it gets even better. You get the entire view of the mountains.
Bellissimo.
Ciao. Ciao. So we're heading to the second village, Ulassai.
Views all around. Ooh, look at that. 1 minute later.
Ulassai, free climbing. Oh, here's a horse.
We are following the sign towards the Centro Storico. Let's see where it takes us. Do you know what that sign means?
No, what does it mean?
It indicates the beginning of a town suspended between land and sea.
Huh?
Orgosolo is another unique town in the province of Nuoro, where the streets are adorned with over 150 murals. Trying to enjoy the murals while trying to avoid getting hit by cars.
Yeah, it's such a busy street. Who would have thought?
La Sardinia. Capito?
Where? TikTok?
Tiscali?
No, Tiscali, sì, anche Tiscali, ma questo è importante, a Nord Sardinia questo, Tiscali un po' più giù, capito? Venite un... please. Venite qui. Una mappa, c'è la mappa. Ecco, in 6 km Sardinia, e questo è the Mount, il top della Sardinia.
Ah, ok.
Poi questo tutto in defetti, mare. Via, state andando per a Nord Sardinia, ok?
Ok,
Ciao,
grazie.
ciao.
Ciao.
What a sweet man. He just took us into his shop to show us a map of the area, and he emphasized that we have to see the highest point And it's the heart, he says it's the heart of Sardinia. And he says there's a lake also somewhere in that area, which is the belly of Sardinia.
I didn't fully understand what he was saying until he started sort of pointing to his body.
Okay, yeah. He was using a lot of metaphors.
Yeah, I must say people here are super friendly. Usually when someone approaches me, it's usually them trying to sell me something or to ask for money, whereas here in Sardinia, it's exact opposite. So they're coming to have a chat or to explain something to you, which is pretty cool.
So we took the kind man's advice and headed towards the highest point of Sardinia, Punta La Marmora. The highest mountain in Sardinia is about 1,800 meters and offers great views on a clear day. Beware to check the directions before setting off, as the area is not well marked on Google Maps. We got a little lost and ran out of daylight hours to make it all the way to the top, but the drive was an adventure in itself.
Unfortunately, in half an hour it's going to get dark, and we still have 1 hour to go to get to the Punta La Marmora, which would mean 2 hours back off the beaten track, which would be impossible at this moment. So we're heading back the way we came from, and we're going to go to the B&B to check in instead. Hopefully we make it down before it's sunset, because the sun's already down here.
Yeah, just to put it into perspective, these are the roads that we're driving on, and there's quite a steep drop on our right, or at least coming up, so we are going to head back down. And the sun is already set. And at number 5, visit a ghost town. There are a whopping number of 6 abandoned ghost towns in Sardinia alone. We visited Gairo Vecchio, whose inhabitants were forced to leave after several days of intense weather. You can really get a sense of why there must have been a flood here. I mean, if even now there's water streaming down the mountain, I can't imagine how it must have been after 5 days of heavy rain.
What do you think of this place?
Trying to imagine. I mean, the people who lived here, they ate dinner together in these houses, they slept in these houses. They bathed in these houses, and then their homes just got completely destroyed in a matter of days.
Wow. You can see the ceiling of this house has collapsed completely. I wonder if this was during the flood or just recently, because it's completely gone.
To be honest, it doesn't feel very creepy to us. Maybe it's because the main road of the village is still in use today. Another reason might be that the people moved just 2 kilometers uphill to the village of Gairo. I thought it was via macaroni.
So that's the end of this vlog and also our time in Sardinia. We've had a wonderful time here, and there's still so much more to do.
We definitely want to come back to explore the beautiful beaches that Sardinia is so well known for in the summertime. But I hope that this video encourages you to come to Sardinia in the winter.
And if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet so.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.